If you've spoken to a human within the last 190,000 years, then you have most definitely heard one of these common phrases. Time flies, I don't even know what I did yesterday, and this year has been a blur. And these phrases seem so common and so innocent that even children say them, even really old people say them. But they can very negatively affect your life, and they can have a deeper meaning into what's happening in the background and how you're not achieving your life's purpose, and you're not going to do everything you want to do before you die. So in this video, I'm going to talk about why that's bad, what book I read to actually help me understand this, and some actionable steps, actionable tips. Let's get right into it. Let's go. Now, the book I actually read that inspired me to make this video is called How to Make Time. Now, this is not How to Make Time. This is a book which anyone who can tell me what this is will get a shout out in the next video. So, what the book goes into is something called peak moments. Peak moments are what humans remember to mark how quickly the time has gone by. So, let's take for example a student who has just finished their school year and they're going into the summer holidays, which is 6 weeks long. And let's say they've gotten 4 weeks in and they have the problem of saying time has flown by. That means they haven't achieved enough peak moments. And what is a peak moment? A peak moment is something that you've set for yourself, a goal or a challenge, and you've gone out of your comfort zone. It's not a thing that you do every day. For example, if you already run 5 kilometers every day, then running 5 kilometers is not going to be a peak moment for you. But if you have never ran more than 2 kilometers before, then running 5 kilometers is going to be a peak moment for you. So the problem most people set when the time they say they've flown.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Is they never leave their routine. For example, this could be a routine of playing video games, but it can also be a routine of going to the gym and then meditating and then eating all in a row. And if you've been doing that for 6 months, then going to the gym just normally isn't going to be a peak moment for you. To make that a peak moment, you'd have to hit a personal record or do something longer or something more interesting, something new like calisthenics. So, the goal is to have as many peak moments as possible throughout your days. Just one each, just one peak moment a day, because you can't really have multiple peak moments. You know, a mountain doesn't have 2 peaks. So, how do you do that? You have to set the peak moment before the next day has actually started, and that is how you get productive. While you're about to go to sleep, you think, what will my peak moment be for the next day? For example, my peak moment yesterday was record a few YouTube videos from start to finish. Deep work without taking a break. And this isn't something which I've usually done through the last few months because I've been procrastinating. So for me, that is a peak moment which when I look back, I will say, okay, time hasn't flown by. On this day, I went to Wales. On this day, I went to the Lake District. In this day, I went to a car boot sale. In this day, I met with my friends. In this day, I recorded some YouTube videos. And then in this day, I learned languages. And you want to fill your time with as many of these peak moments as you want. And these are going to be really personal to you. But without these peak moments, you're going to be left wondering, what the hell have I been doing? So if you do all the things in the routine, but no peak moments, you're still going to feel like you've wasted your time. Even if you play video games for 3 hours in a day, or even 5 hours in a day, but then you end up recording that video, then that day is going to be memorable. But if you play 3 hours of video games and then do your regular routine, including going to the gym, that day is not going to be memorable if you've already been going to the gym for a long time. So, that's it.